What's going on YouTube? Is Donnie B all day. So listen, you guys remember I made my awesome Rambo knife that I freaking love. So, and when I made it, I was hammering on the handle and I cracked it. And then I took it outside and I beat on it and the thing worked great. But then I cracked the handle and I said, I'm eventually just going to put on a new handle, maybe do a wrap. Well, what I did right now, I'm actually take it out of the vise and show you guys where I'm at. Even though it's not dry, I'm going to take it out anyway because I don't care. I'll just stick it back in there. What I did is what I should have done in the first place is I put in a pin, an aluminum pin, and I filled the well with JB Weld. And so now it's all in there. So what I'm going to do is once this all dries, I'm going to grind it down a little bit more and, you know, obviously grind the pin down. And then my beautiful black and green handle that's wooden is no longer going to be a wooden black and green handle. No. I'm going to do a little something different, which was my original plan, but I talked myself out of it when I saw that plywood. I'm using this. Look at the shine on this, right? This is going to make some cool wrap. I got two because I don't know if one will do, but this stuff is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the entire thing, and hopefully, you know, it'll have that kind of sheen to it in the handle when it's done, and it'll look pretty cool. You can actually see it right through the plastic pretty much. So that's what I want. That's the effect I want right there. Is it going to work? Beats the hell out of me. I never tried this. So I'm going to give it a shot though, see what I can do. So once it's done drying and the JB is nice and hard, then I'm going to just start, I'm going to go right to a grinding stone and knock down a lot of that handle wood, and then re-put in the shape that I need, and then I'm going to start wrapping. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do the wrapping. I have a couple ideas on what I can do to get it going and to get it stuck. So I'm just going to try my best and see if my best is good enough. If it is, yippee-ki-yay. If not, I'll be working handle number 3. But I'm just gonna hope that the next one does it. Even though the first one I think really would have worked if I didn't crack it when I hammered it on. I believe that handle would have been phenomenal. It would have just been on there forever. C'est la vie. It happens. So I'm going to press pause. By the next time I come back, I will have a handle that's ready to be wrapped. All right, so stay with me. All right, so we are on and we are secure. I made this a lot smaller now, so when I wrap it, it will fit perfectly. I made a little lip all the way around the end here so I can get that. That's where it's going to start. I'm going to start in the rear and go this way because I have a little lip right there, and that's where I'm going to close my string off. And hopefully wrapping it nice and tight will do the trick. I know as it sits, just like this, if I left it like this, even with the cracks in it, and I used it as a fighting knife and not as like a chopper or a survival type knife, which it is, it's a survival knife. I know that if I didn't use it for that, this handle will stay on. It'll probably last forever. The wrap is just going to make it a little bit better. The tighter I wrap it, the more compressed it's going to be, and just the better it's going to be all the way around. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start from here and wrap up. So next time you see this thing, it should look at least a little better. But this is where we're at. Right there. One aluminum pin and a whole lot of JB Weld. What I did actually is because this end is sealed, I had this end which is open, and I just poured a ton of JB Weld in there. Then I took the tang to mix the JB Weld, and I just in and out. Then I rubbed the pin against some of the JB Weld that was on the tang, shoved this back in, popped the pin in, and put it in the vise to close that crack a little bit, which worked pretty good. And that was it. So now it's all about just getting it going with some wrap, and that's about it. I'm going to throw some, I'll spray some, probably some spray on Gorilla Glue or something to get the thread sticking. And then what I'll do is probably spray the thread again with Gorilla Glue And then on top of that, I will maybe do a clear coat or something to see if I can't seal it all in there. And if that works, then tra-la-la boom die. So, all right, I'm gonna go. Looks like I finished finishing it. So you can see it's got that cool sheen to it, right? That's the little glue things just drying up there. But there it is. I mean, it's more First Blood with the green. Still a little different, obviously, but definitely more First Blood and a real true combination now of the three. Green handle, then you have kind of the dark center, and I mean that's cool, guys. It's cool. So I maintained my wooden handle, so I have my compass still there on the end. I have to say that the this string, I got it at Michael's, and I have to say that it's really grippy. That shiny crap on there, whatever it is, how they make this stuff, it's really got a good texture. It's I don't even know what you call it, but I was gonna do an olive green thread like this, and it's actually what I had in my hands while I was in there shopping around. And then when I saw this, I was like, oh man, that thing pops. And I figured that's gonna look good. It's gonna look good if I can do it. And turns out I could do it. What I did is I carved a groove in the end right here, so it allowed the string to set inside that little area. Then what I did is I took one piece of string and I laid it across the handle this way. Then I wrapped around it, so I know the rear is never going to come out because it is tucked way in there. It's in there pretty solid. What happened is one roll of that thread went just beyond halfway, and so I still have some extra somewhere down there. So what I did is when I got to the end, I took the remaining piece and I let it go this way. Then I took the beginning of the next piece and went the opposite direction and then wrapped in the opposite direction. So I know that from there to there, it's going to be really sturdy. So you can see where all this glue is right here. I had left a small gap right here. And what I did is I wrapped all the way around, all the way around, all the way around. And then I went a couple times into here, then used my little steel will cut jack, and the mini one, and I tucked in that string after I glued it. I sprayed some glue on it. I tucked it into there, and then I sprayed the hell out of it with some spray glue. That is, let's see, this crap right here. It's 3M high strength adhesive, and what I did is when I sprayed it down first, just the end, I wrapped until I got to a certain area. Then I sprayed more and wrapped it. So that's what I kept doing. I kept spraying and wrapping. And I have to say that it worked out pretty good. I'm getting a lot of comfort. I'm getting zero shifting. And I you know, it's late right now. It's kind of dark and windy outside. However, I do have some firewood in here, and I'm wondering if I should pound through one just to see if that handle will hold up to a hard whack. Hold on, let's go whack it. All right, so now you know what I meant by let's go whack it. We have actual wood and whatnot. So let's see. I'm going to give it a hard shot, and hopefully we're not going to wake everybody up. Oh, mama. That was actually a really nice split. So let's try that again. And another really nice split. So I'll tell you what. I mean, obviously this isn't killer work doing this, but it was able to hit a shot. Nothing's loose. I didn't shift any of the string, and I know that's kind of a weak test, just doing that. But I mean, if it was really, really weak and not good at all, I wouldn't be able to do that. This knife turned out pretty good, man. And I would have had some possible loosening, at least the threads moving around, and none of that's happening. So it looks like the handle's going to be a success. I'll probably take it out a little bit and whack the tree a bit with it and see what I can do. But, you know, this is a Rambo fighter survival type knife, and I think it's pretty badass. The handle came out really cool. I do enjoy the compass on the end, so I can constantly see, north is that way, constantly see where I'm going. You know what I mean? I don't know where I'm going, but I sure know where I've been. This right here turned out to be pretty a-okay. I'm standing in front of the light, I think. There we go. And I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I think, you know, I love that the wood that I had going on, that green and black plywood, was really cool. But I mean, really, I did need a cord wrap. I needed a wrap for this kind of knife. So maybe it breaking was its way to tell me you really need to wrap it. Bada boom, bada bing. There's my Rambo, and I am pretty damn happy with the outcome. The grip feels really good, and after breaking it down a little bit, it actually feels better than it did before. Even it was comfortable before. I had some nice finger grooves in it. This one I made closer to the original. It's just a little bigger this way. It's longer. I gotta say, it works. It works, and I know it chops firewood. So that's it. New handle on the Rambo. I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife.